everyone, welcome to our video. So this video is dedicated to our assignment for Oracy in Academic Context lecture. So we are from group 7. There is Grace Patricia Hasibuan with student number A1B2 19092, Sri Indria Ardanasari with student number A1B2 19103, and me, Meisya Putri with student number A1B2 19109. Okay, in this video we will discuss about a topic that is the suitable teaching learning method during the corona pandemic, offline or online. Before we start the discussion, we already prepared the mind map here with the topic in the center, so these questions will be explained by each of us. So let's start with the first question.
Now I will explain about what learning methods that are suitable to use during the pandemic. The suitable teaching learning method during the corona pandemic, offline or online. The first is project-based learning. In this case, the aim is to be able to provide training to students so they can collaborate, work together, and have a sense of empathy with others. The second is online method. During this pandemic, students are encouraged to implement online by utilizing existing facilities such as smartphones and laptops. This learning method is to do learning from home. The third is offline method. This method is done face-to-face but still has to run the applicable health protocols. The offline method is executed if it is in a safe zone. And the last one is blended learning. This method is done online and face-to-face through video conference. This aims to keep interacting with each other but at a distance. So that's all means the online method during the corona pandemic exhibition has varied and can be used properly anywhere and anytime. Now, with all of those methods, of course there are some benefits and flaws when implementing online learning methods. So the advantages of the online method are, the first is can be accessed easily, and then flexible study time, then can reduce infection from the coronavirus, and the last is less power expended. The disadvantages of the online method, the first is there are many students who don't understand learning, and then the accumulation of unscheduled assignments, then lack of supervision in the learning process, and the last is it costs a lot of internet fee. Now, as we know, each method has advantages and disadvantages. Therefore, we must be wiser in using all these online applications.
Okay, so I'm going to explain about why the online method is more difficult for the students. So the reason why the online method is difficult for students to understand because the learning model is ineffective. For example, sometimes the teacher only provides practice questions before explaining the material. Even if there is an explanation of the material carried out by the teacher, some of the students have the signal disturbed, which results is not being able to listen well. So students are confused about what teacher said. Okay, so I'm going to explain about how students be able to face both methods. So because the teacher can monitor directly how shortages of students are, whether they understand it or not, and learning activities are more organized. So the students that have to face the both methods, for example, some lecture have to done with online learning. So the students have to ready for facing with Zoom meeting and listen to the lecturer carefully to understand what are they saying, because the online learning is kind of difficult than offline learning, because I think it's more easier in offline learning because we can hear the lecture more clearly and it's makes us understand about what are they saying.
Where can student or teacher access the online learning? Actually, anywhere can carry out online learning like a place that has a good signal. But this online implementation is intended to reduce corona infection. The government advises us to carry out the learning process at home independently or at a relative house that has a Wi-Fi, so that it can save costs. It means like online class can be accessed in everywhere, but we still keep our social distancing. The next question is, what are the key rules involved in this online process? We all have an important role in online class because without the teacher, learning will not be possible. The government is also tasked with providing better policies in directing the learning process.
So now I will explain about when can online learning be carried out properly and correctly. So online learning can be carried out well when the situation and conditions are supportive, such as good signals or quotas have been realized to students, so that there are no obstacles when there are online lectures. Now, the lecture time is also carried out according to the set schedule.
In our opinion, at the current time, students can only surrender to face online classes held in school, except for areas that are in the green zone. They can still go to school offline. And sometimes erratic schedule and frequent assignments that are often continuous after other assignments have been completed are not enough to stress students out about this online learning.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you guys understand with our discussion today. And if you want to give us questions, we will answer them the best as we can. Thank you. Goodbye.